Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for viewing my video and welcome to episode 2 of Tune In Tuesdays, where you guys get to ask me any question regarding to cancer. My name is Vita. I am a cancer coach, cancer mentor, here to help you while you're battling cancer or on your cancer journey. So the first question is, how do I cope with the guilt of surviving when others I knew didn't? And the thing is, this is one of those things where you constantly ask why. There's a whole lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But the thing is, you have been blessed with a second opportunity, another opportunity to get it right. So you need to act accordingly. Like, you can spend your whole time or the rest of your life trying to figure out why me, why they didn't make it, why I did make it. One thing is for certain is that you made it. So let's not question why, and let's just go ahead and put into action that it is to start living your life. Okay, start living the life that you want to live. Start living the life that you have been given a second chance to live. So you can't just sit back in the past to really just wonder why me, why, or it should have been me. They should have lived. They were a good person. All this kind of stuff. You are here, so let's focus on what you're going to do with your life moving forward. Okay, so start putting some steps into place, some goals, habits, some systems in place, so you can go ahead and live the life that you want to live and not worry or live in the past. All right, so second question is, my body doesn't feel like mine anymore. How do I learn to love it again? And you want to start by doing things that you can control. Okay, for instance, if it's weight loss or weight gain. A lot of times we're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I lost all of this weight, or I can't believe that I gained so much weight. Regardless of, you need to dress according to your body type. Wear clothes that complements your body. Okay? Same thing if it's your hair. Wear hairstyles that complement your facial features, your face shape, and your hair texture. Okay, for instance, for me, my hair texture is curly, but I have no edges. So I do my edges the best way that I can, but at the same time, I wear hairstyles that complement me not having edges, or I just wear like wigs and stuff like that. Okay, also going back to that first question, when I was talking about how to cope with survivor's guilt, I did make a video about that as well. But I will say this: I too have dealt with that survivor's guilt, because when I was doing the stem cell transplant, I had an uncle at the same hospital. He was dying of cancer, and I used to always ask myself, do he feel a certain way that we both have cancer, even though he's way older and we had different type of cancer? Do he feel some type of way that I am surviving and he's dying? And then I always used to ask myself, does his wife feel the same way? Like, is there a certain amount of jealousy or envy when it comes to me and him having cancer at the same time, but different cancers in different ages, different environments? Okay, because he was about like in his 60s, I think, when he had cancer, and the doctor said there was nothing that they can do. But for me, I was doing the stem cell transplant back in 2010. Okay, so I used to always ask myself, like, do they feel some type of way? And then it just dawned on me, like, I would never get the answer to that question. I never thought to ask that question because I didn't want to know the answer. But I never asked that question to them. So I chose to not focus on that and just focus on moving forward with my life, because that will be an answer that I would never get. And I also like to think that I lived because, one, I was young and I was active and everything. But two, I really do feel like I lived because I was meant to be here to post videos on YouTube and to help people. Okay, so maybe that's why I got another chance to a second chance to really live the way, to live my life and just to take full advantage of that. Okay. So I did just want to throw that out there. All right. So going back to this question, all right, my body doesn't feel like mine anymore. How do I learn to love it again? By doing things that complement your body, by doing things that complement your emotions, by doing things that complement your spirituality or your spirit that makes you happy, that you can literally get lost in when you're doing activities or hobbies or whatever, and also focusing on things that you can control. There are a lot of things when it comes to cancer and treatment that you cannot control, and that is fine. But focus on the things that you can control. You cannot control weight loss and weight gain. You cannot control the side effects, rashes, chemo burns, radiation burns, vitamin deficiency to a certain point, the fatigue. But what you can control is the way that you wear your hair, the vitamins that you're taking, the herbs that you are inputting into your diet, the way that you wear your clothes, the creams, lotions, and oils that you put on your skin to really help your skin glow. Okay, the detox that you're doing to get rid of, well, to limit, I would say limit, or to help with side effects. Like those are the things that you can control, and those are the things that you want to focus on. That is the foundation of how you get to, one, explore this new person that you are. Number two, figure out just where you are mentally, emotionally, and spiritually while you're dealing with cancer or once you're in remission. Okay? And then three, once you do those things, it's like something clicks in your brain and you start to really like what you see because you're looking at this new person. Like you put on these clothes and it's like, oh my goodness, like this looks so good on me now. And you start to like that person. You start to really understand that person that you see or the person that you are now. And that is the way that you start to love yourself again. All right. So question number 3 is, how do I keep living when my future feels so uncertain? By doing your bucket list. Point blank. Point blank. Doing your bucket list and really just doing your interests and hobbies. Okay? That is what going to help you. Because you are taking the focus from the things that feel so uncertain, which is doctor's appointments, getting stuck with needles and stuff like that, and putting that energy towards something else that is beneficial for your life. Okay? Because right now, I would say 8 times out of 10, you're probably focusing on the negative things of your life. When it comes to your future and how you feel from within, that is on you and how you live your life now. So once again, when things feel uncertain, you want to focus and channel that energy towards something that is beneficial for you. Okay? And what is going to be beneficial for you? Number 1, doing the things that you love to do. Okay? That's point blank. That is the number 1 thing. Doing things that is beneficial for your well-being. The second thing is trying new things. Okay? Finding new interests. That is the second thing that is going to help you. When things feel uncertain in life, it feels uncertain for you, you channel that energy to something that you can communicate to and that you can control. You cannot control what your PET scan is going to show. You cannot control side effects from taking medication. You want to focus and channel that energy to something that you can control. And that is how you're going to, one, keep living for the now and keep living for your future. Okay? Because it's like you're living now, you're doing things now. The body is at ease, it is stress free. That is going to benefit your future self. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into question number 4, which is, I feel so isolated. How do I find people who understand what I am going through? and you want to channel your social media for this. Okay, Facebook. All right, Facebook, and Facebook. Okay, maybe some YouTube, maybe some TikTok, maybe a little Instagram, but it's going to be Facebook. Okay, they have support groups in Facebook. They got caregiver support groups. They have your type of cancer support groups. They have grief support group, anger support groups. Like there are a lot of groups, okay, a lot of forums and groups that you can go to on Facebook. Another thing that you can do is also go out into your community. Okay, so when they have like vendor markets and Fourth of July events, Juneteenth events, and all that kind of stuff where they have like vendors set up, you need to go to those things because in health fairs, but you need to go to those kind of things because there are people that are out there that are trying to get their services out into the world to let you know that they are there for you. You just have to find them, okay? Because those people are putting themselves out there to be found, but they're just not being found. And I am one of them. I am a cancer coach, okay? And I am at every vendor event to let people know that, hey, cancer coaching, if you need help, if you have questions, that I am a survivor, I can help you. I can be a mentor. I can be a coach for you, okay? I am at every vendor event that I can find within my city and within my county and surrounding cities to let people know, hey, here's my business card, here's my pamphlet, brochure, okay? And then also too, don't be afraid to reach out to people. You know, they may not, like, let's say you go to like a vendor event and they don't have anything there for about cancer, but there's mental health there. You know, somebody is into mental health, somebody is into psychiatry or psychology or whatever, or some life coaching. Don't be afraid to reach out to those people because even though you're looking at them, they may not be what you need, but they may know someone for you. Okay, because when I go to vendor events, a lot of people, especially mental health, they always come up to me and they want to collaborate. They want to do some kind of project together. Okay, and that's a good way to be referred to someone as well. So I would say your social media is going to be one where you can voice your opinion, get some help, get some ideas, and then your community. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into question number 5, which is, what if I don't want to talk about cancer all the time, but it's all anyone sees in me now? Okay, so for this question, I can relate to a lot, because when I was going through treatment and everything, that was the focus for me. Because number one, I was so young, and I am one of the first in my family to actually have cancer and survived. Okay, so for this, I'm going to say, so I don't want this to be, so don't take what I'm saying the wrong way, but you are going to have to tell people you don't want to talk about you don't want to talk about that. Me as a cancer patient or survivor talking to you about my cancer situation does not benefit me in any kind of way. And you will have to change the subject. Okay? Change the subject. And that's basically what you have to do. Because sometimes people may hear you don't want to talk about yourself, but that's all they know. That's all they can do. It's like their brain can't wrap around the fact that you are sick and you don't want to talk about your sickness. Because once again, if you did not have cancer, what would be the center of your conversation if you didn't have cancer? Me talking about myself to you does not benefit me any kind of way because number one, you don't know what to say, and number two, you look at me with pity, and I don't want that look. I don't want you looking at me. I don't need you looking at me that way. And number three, what is the purpose? I am not your sickly, ooh, I thought it was a bug. I am not your sickly charity conversation person. Okay? So I'm going to communicate. So number one, communicate. Let people know, hey, that's not what I'm looking for. That does not help me. That's not what I need. Number two, change the subject. Okay. And number three, you will have to distance yourself from people. Okay. I tell you guys all the time that people don't know what you need until you tell them. These people cannot read your mind. Okay. They cannot read your mind. You have got to voice out loud what you need from people, when you need it, where you need it, and how you need it, and why you need it. Okay? All right, so that is it for today. Thank you for attending Tune In Tuesdays. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Please make sure that you check the description box down below because I do have a free webinar on there, which is the building blocks or the foundation to having cancer and actually how to deal with cancer. And also, if you have a question and you would like it to be featured in Tune In Tuesday next Tuesday, please click the link as well as in the description box. That is it for this video. Thank you for viewing and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.